They buried the evidence, we dig it up. In just 4 years, archaeologists have discovered 84 mummies with golden tongues. And what they reveal about ancient beliefs in divine communication will astound you. This is the Artifacts Detective, and today we're investigating an ancient Egyptian practice that mirrors biblical concepts of eternal speech and divine judgment. Welcome to the Artifacts Detective, where we investigate history's greatest mysteries through archaeological evidence. Since 2021, a series of remarkable discoveries across Egypt has revolutionized our understanding of Ptolemaic burial practices and their fascinating parallels to biblical afterlife beliefs. Today's investigation will reveal archaeological evidence from 84 mummies with golden tongues, the sophisticated metallurgy behind these 2,000-year-old artifacts, why this practice emerged during a specific period of cultural fusion, striking parallels between Egyptian and biblical concepts of afterlife judgment. Let's begin with the discovery that started it all. For over 20 years, Dr. Kathleen Martinez has searched for Cleopatra's tomb at Taposiris Magna. But in January 2021, her Egyptian Dominican team uncovered something unexpected. 16 burials from the Greco-Roman period, approximately 2,000 years old. Inside several mummies, Martinez's team discovered golden tongues still positioned in their mouths. According to Martinez, these gold tongues were meant to allow the dead to speak before the court of the god Osiris, the lord of the underworld and the judge of the dead. This discovery confirmed what ancient texts had long suggested, that gold amulets ensured the deceased could breathe, eat, and speak in the afterlife. The Taposiris Magna discovery triggered a cascade of similar finds. At Oxyrhynchus, where Spanish archaeologists Dr. Esther Pons Melado and Dr. Maite Mascort have excavated for 30 years, December 2021 brought remarkable confirmation. 3 intact tombs from the cited dynasty, approximately 2,500 years old, each containing mummies with golden tongues. As Dr. Pons Melado noted, this is very important because it's rare to find a tomb that is totally sealed. The finds multiplied. Late 2023, 13 Ptolemaic mummies with gold tongues at Oxyrhynchus. November 2022, multiple examples at Qewaisna necropolis. December 2024, 52 more mummies, 13 with gold tongues. In just 4 years, archaeologists documented at least 84 examples, revealing a widespread practice previously unknown to scholarship. These discoveries raise profound questions about ancient Egyptian burial practices. First, why do golden tongues appear only in Ptolemaic and Roman period burials? No examples exist from the Old, Middle, or New Kingdoms. This represents a completely new practice emerging after Alexander's conquest. Second, why are discoveries concentrated at major religious sites like Taposiris Magna and Oxyrhynchus? Every documented find comes from a significant religious center. Third, what parallels exist between Egyptian beliefs about afterlife speech and biblical concepts of divine judgment? Both traditions emphasize verbal testimony as crucial for eternal fate. Fourth, how did ancient craftsmen achieve such sophisticated metalwork? Modern jewelers struggle to replicate the uniformity of these ancient pieces. At Qewaisna, archaeologist Mustafa Waziri, Secretary General of the Supreme Council of Antiquities, reported that despite mummies being in a poor state of preservation, the gold tongue survived intact, testimony to gold's imperishable nature. The Spanish team documented one remarkable discovery: a golden tongue found still perfectly positioned within a mummy's mouth after 2,000 years. Dr. Pons Melado called it an exceptional moment in archaeology. The investigation begins. To understand golden tongues, we must examine Egyptian beliefs about afterlife communication. According to Dr. Lorelei Corcoran from the University of Memphis, these tongues help the deceased speak with the gods in the afterlife. The Egyptian journey through death required verbal abilities, declaring innocence before 42 divine judges, reciting protective spells against demons, speaking directly to Osiris during heart weighing, communicating with other deities. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. Both traditions emphasize speech as crucial for afterlife judgment, a parallel that becomes more significant as we examine the evidence. Scientific analysis reveals these artifacts as masterpieces of ancient technology. According to technical studies, thickness 1 micron, 0.001 millimeters, thinner than modern gold leaf. Composition 60 to 90% gold with natural silver and copper. Technique: hot worked through repeated hammering. Dimensions: 2 to 5 centimeters, anatomically shaped. Dr. Maria Gonzalez's metallurgical analysis reveals the uniformity of thickness suggests sophisticated understanding of metal properties and temperature control. Egyptian goldsmiths employed techniques unchanged for millennia, yet these Ptolemaic examples show remarkable advancement in precision. Creating such thin, uniform foil required exceptional skill, suggesting specialized workshops dedicated to funerary gold production. Tomb paintings from earlier periods show gold workers using stone hammers and anvils. These same basic techniques likely produced the golden tongues, though with remarkable refinement. Egypt's eastern desert contained numerous gold mines that supplied pharaonic workshops for millennia. The availability of local gold made such burial practices economically feasible for elites. The tongues measure between 2 to 5 centimeters, according to excavation reports. This anatomical sizing suggests craftsmen worked from standard templates, ensuring proper fit within the deceased's mouth. The geographic distribution provides crucial evidence about who received these special burials. Salama Ikram from the American University in Cairo indicates gold tongues belong to higher elites associated with temple and animal cults. Analysis of burial locations reveals all sites were major religious centers. Temple complexes dominated local economy. Greco-Egyptian cultural fusion was strongest. Wealthy merchant classes emerged. The expense was considerable. Basic mummification, 70 days of priestly labor. High-grade preservation, imported resins and linens. Gold tongue, precious metal plus master craftsmanship. Total cost, equivalent to years of average wages. This places recipients among temple administrators, wealthy merchants, and religious officials, those who could afford eternal insurance for divine communication. The most revolutionary evidence comes from Dr. Sahar Saleem's pioneering CT scan studies at Cairo University. Digital unwrapping reveals unprecedented details. Precise tongue placement within oral cavity. Securing methods using resin adhesives. Relationship to other protective amulets. Preservation quality after 2 millennia. The famous Golden Boy mummy provides our most complete picture. This teenage boy from 300 BCE contained 49 amulets, including a golden tongue. Dr. Saleem's analysis shows the tongue was positioned with ritualistic precision, ensuring it would function in the afterlife journey. This technology allows us to study these artifacts without destroying the mummies, revealing secrets hidden for over 2,000 years. The scanning process captures details impossible to see otherwise. Each amulet's exact position, the preservation state of organs, even the wrapping techniques become visible in 3-dimensional clarity. Dr. Saleem's team has scanned numerous Ptolemaic mummies, building a database of burial practices. Each scan adds to our understanding of how golden tongues were integrated into the mummification process. The CT evidence confirms that tongues were placed during the wrapping process, not added later. This timing indicates they were integral to the religious preparation of the body, not afterthoughts or later additions. Why did golden tongues emerge specifically during the Ptolemaic period? Dr. Campbell Price argues mummification evolved into a deification process rather than mere preservation. The Ptolemaic period, 305 to 30 BCE, created unique conditions. Greek rulers adopting Egyptian religious practices, Egyptian priests incorporating Hellenistic ideas, increased wealth from Mediterranean trade, new emphasis on individual salvation. This cultural synthesis created innovations in traditional practices. Golden tongues represent Egyptian beliefs expressed through Greco-Roman wealth and individualism. The evidence demonstrates evolution, not revolution. Ancient beliefs adapted to new circumstances while maintaining core spiritual purposes. Taposiris Magna itself provides crucial context. Its name means Great Tomb of Osiris, marking it as a center of afterlife worship. The concentration of golden tongue discoveries here reinforces their connection to Osirian judgment beliefs. The Ptolemaic period produced unique hybrid artifacts, Greek coins in Egyptian tombs, bilingual inscriptions, and deities combining both traditions. Golden tongues represent another such fusion. After Alexander's conquest in 332 BCE, Egypt experienced 3 centuries of Greco-Egyptian rule. This extended period allowed deep cultural exchange, producing innovations like the golden tongue practice. Temple inscriptions from this era show Egyptian priests adapting to Greek patronage while maintaining traditional rituals. Golden tongues may represent one such adaptation. Ancient beliefs expressed through new wealth. The evidence reveals remarkable parallels between Egyptian and biblical concepts of judgment and eternal speech. Egyptian belief. Golden tongues ensure communication with Osiris. Biblical parallel. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, Proverbs 18:21. Egyptian practice, 42 negative confessions before divine judges. Biblical concept, account for every word at judgment, Matthew 12:36. Egyptian goal, justified speech for eternal life. Biblical promise, confess with thy mouth, and thou shalt be saved, Romans 10:9. During the Ptolemaic period, significant Jewish populations lived in Egypt, creating opportunities for cultural exchange and shared concepts about afterlife judgment. These discoveries force us to reconsider Ptolemaic period burial practices. First, golden tongues represent a specific historical innovation, not ancient tradition. Second, the practice emerged from cultural fusion between Egyptian, Greek, and Jewish concepts. Third, advanced metallurgy demonstrates sophisticated craft specialization. Fourth, geographic distribution confirms temple-centered elite practice. Fifth, modern technology reveals previously hidden ritualistic precision. Textbooks must now acknowledge that mummification continued evolving well into the Greco-Roman period, adapting to new religious and cultural influences. Recent scholarship reflects this paradigm shift. Publications now explore Ptolemaic innovations rather than viewing the period as decline. Each golden tongue discovery adds evidence for continued religious vitality. The numbers speak volumes. 84 golden tongues discovered in 4 years, all from Ptolemaic Roman contexts. This concentration cannot be coincidental. It represents a genuine historical phenomenon. The geographic pattern is equally telling. Oxyrhynchus, Taposiris Magna, and Qewaisna were all major administrative and religious centers. These cities had the wealth and religious infrastructure to support elaborate burial innovations. Traditional mummification already required significant resources. Adding golden tongues represented an additional expense only available to the prosperous Ptolemaic elite. temple officials, wealthy merchants, and administrative leaders. With 84 discoveries in 4 years, how many more golden tongues await discovery? Based on tomb density at known sites, estimates suggest hundreds more examples remain buried. Each discovery adds new pieces to our understanding of ancient beliefs about death and divine communication. Modern preservation techniques ensure these delicate artifacts survive for future study, while digital documentation creates permanent records for global research access. The Golden Tongue discoveries involve unprecedented international cooperation. Spanish teams at Oxyrhynchus, Dominican Egyptian teams at Taposiris Magna, and Egyptian archaeologists at Qewaisna share findings and methodologies. Current excavations employ systematic approaches. At Oxyrhynchus, the Spanish team has mapped the entire necropolis, revealing thousands of unexplored tombs. Each season brings new discoveries. Associated artifacts help date the Golden Tongues precisely. Pottery styles, coins, and inscriptions confirm the Ptolemaic Roman timeframe. This consistent dating across multiple sites strengthens our understanding. Preserving golden tongues requires specialized techniques. The thin gold foil is incredibly fragile after 2 millennia. Conservators use microscopic tools and chemical stabilization to ensure these artifacts survive for future generations. The artifacts don't lie. The evidence speaks for itself. Golden tongues in Egyptian mummies represent humanity's eternal desire to be heard beyond death. These artifacts prove ancient Egyptians developed sophisticated solutions to ensure eternal communication with the divine. The discovery reminds us that ancient civilizations still hold secrets waiting to be unearthed. Each artifact rewrites our understanding of human belief, innovation, and the universal hope for life beyond death. But the tongue can no man tame. Therewith bless we God. What do you think about these discoveries? Do these parallels between Egyptian and biblical concepts of eternal judgment convince you of ancient cultural exchange? Share your thoughts below. Subscribe and hit the notification bell for more archaeological investigations. Uncover more ancient mysteries. Follow the Artifacts Detective and join the investigation.